evening and good to have you with us in this edition of the Urban Debate. Yes, tonight I'm going to start off by talking about one of the darkest, most horrid and horrifying aspects of this COVID second wave. And that is a phenomena that's now emerging in multiple parts linked to our holy rivers of Yamuna and Ganga, where dead bodies floating in the rivers are now appearing, piling up on the river banks in large numbers. Now, while there is a ritual of final rites by putting the dead body in the river, the number of bodies that are now coming up is truly scary. In most cases, they are badly decomposed, difficult to even carry out any kind of identification. In most cases, even when postmortems were done, it was difficult to even say what was the cause of death. So all authorities are very skeptical in making the connection with COVID. But there is little other explanation, viewers. So tonight I want to talk about this, because this must stop. We cannot be using this ritual or this method of dumping dead bodies in the river of COVID patients. It's not just about it being a health hazard. It's about how there are now hundreds of them appearing on river banks. An absolute lack of dignity in the way the bodies are being handled. Let me give you examples. The most recent one actually came in from Ghazipur in Uttar Pradesh, where reportedly over 100 bodies were found floating in the river Ganga. Now, some of the locals suggested that this is the way it's being done now, and these water burials is a phrase that was used, is being done because there isn't enough firewood in the crematoriums to burn these bodies, to cremate them fully and properly. And of course, in that area, the locals are fearing further spread of infection because of these COVID bodies. We'll ask the experts what is the possible threat there. In Hamirpur in Uttar Pradesh, again, dozens of bodies were seen floating in Yamuna River. The residents again there were in panic, fearing spread of infection. In Katihar, there is a bit of a confusion on what really happened when a video emerged that showed that a bunch of people were actually carrying a dead body towards the river bank. The report initially suggested that the dead body was dumped by the hospital staff into the river. But a probe committee set up by the local administration there seems to claim that they were actually only going to dig a hole there and bury the body next to the river as per the rituals. The family wasn't there, so the hospital staff was doing this. There was another story that came from Buxar, and again, these were dead bodies which washed up on the banks of Ganga. Close to 30 bodies were found floating in the river. Authorities there said that they're not from that area. They seem to have come downstream, washed up from Uttar Pradesh into Bihar. More and more such instances are actually now coming out. Just as we got into this debate, we had one more story that emerged again on the other side of Buxar. And this was in Balia in Uttar Pradesh, where locals informed the police about a dozen dead bodies floating in Ganga. Something is going on here which we need to look into. The local authorities, administration, police authorities need to be alert to see if this kind of putting the dead bodies in river is taking place, must be stopped. Is it being done to avoid COVID data count? Is it being done because families are not able to claim the dead bodies, and so the unclaimed ones are just being put in the river? What is going on here? That's the question I want to ask tonight. And I say good evening to Dr. Ved Prakash, Head of Department Pulmonary and Critical Care Medicine at King George Medical University in UP. Mr. A.L. Banerjee, former DGP of Uttar Pradesh. Sharad Pradhan, editor of the Free Press, joins us this evening. Amit Puri, spokesperson for the BJP, and Abhishek Jha, spokesperson for the JDU, also joining us right now. Let me actually start off with Mr. Amit Puri right now. Mr. Amit Puri, this seems to be a big concern. What can you tell us, since now multiple reports have emerged from Uttar Pradesh as to this happening?
तानवी, मैं एक चीज कह सकता हूं, इस तरह की रिपोर्ट्स एमपी से भी अभी सुनने को मिली हैं, यूपी और बिहार से भी मिली हैं। लेकिन कुछ भी हो, ये सिटीजन्स कहीं के भी हो, रेजिडेंट्स कहीं के भी हो, आर्टिकल 21 इस देश के कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का सबको डिग्निटी ऑफ लाइफ देता है, एंड डिग्निटी ऑफ लाइफ एक्सटेंड्स टू लास्ट राइट्स ऑल्सो। और मैं इस बात के ऊपर कमिटेड हूं कि मरने वाला कहीं का भी हो, उसका सम्मान के साथ वो होना चाहिए। लेकिन हैविंग सेड सो, यूपी और बिहार के कुछ हिस्सों में इस तरह के भी रिचुअल्स हैं। अभी नमामि गंगे के प्रोजेक्ट के दौरान इस बात के लिए बहुत सख्ती बरती गई थी कि लास्ट राइट जो रिवर में होते हैं वो उनको रोका जाए, और इसके लिए नोडल अफसर्स भी बनाए गए, रिवर साइड पेट्रोलिंग, घाट्स की और रिवर साइड एम्बैंकमेंट की करने के डायरेक्शंस थे। लेकिन कहां पर लैचेस हुई हैं? अब ये कोविड पेशेंट्स थे, नॉन कोविड पेशेंट्स थे, इनका पोस्टमार्टम और उसके बाद जो एनाटमी है और डीएनए टेस्ट है, ये बिल्कुल होना चाहिए। और साइड बाय साइड अगर ऐसी कोई रिपोर्ट्स है कि हॉस्पिटल स्टाफ्स ने अपने ड्राइवर लगा करके यहाँ पर चीजें की है, मुझे ये इंफॉर्मेशन भी है कि बिहार के अंदर इस तरह की घटनाओं को लेकर एक इंक्वायरी सेटअप की गई है, और ये एक सीरियस इशू है। और इस इशू को हम पॉलिटिकल साइड पे एक दूसरे की बैशिंग करने के लिए यूज ना करें और कोई नैरेटिव भी ना सेट करें, लेकिन मुझे लगता है ये बहुत सीरियस इशू है और इसे ह्यूमैनिटेरियन ग्राउंड्स पे लुक आफ्टर किया जाना चाहिए।
आप ये सही बात कह रहे हैं, और इसमें पॉलिटिक्स या एक स्टेट का ब्लेम गेम नहीं है। मैं ये समझने की कोशिश कर रही जगह से, और कहीं 30, कहीं 40, कहीं 100 के तकरीबन अगर बॉडीज मिलने लगे, तो ये तो एक बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है, समस्या है। और सवाल तो इस पे ये उठाए जाएंगे कि ये क्यों हो रहा है, कहाँ से आ रहे हैं। जैसे आपने कहा कुछ लोग ये पुरानी रीत फॉलो करते हैं, पर इतने बड़े स्केल पे हो रहा है, इसका मतलब कुछ और भी है इससे कनेक्टेड। मिस्टर एल बैनर्जी, even the local authorities, the police will have to be extremely alert to try and explain it to people and to stop them. If it is a problem of lack of space in crematoriums, if it is a problem of lack of wood availability in crematoriums, or unclaimed bodies in hospitals, surely this can't be the solution, and this has to stop.
I agree with you, but let me tell you, I talked to the SP of Hamirpur. I asked him what actually happened. So Narendra Singh told me that they have found 5 bodies between Hamirpur city, which is on the Yamuna, and on the other side is the Kanpur Dehat area, that is the rural area. So I asked him why 5, how many bodies? So he told me here they have found 5 bodies, and 4 are in a very bad shape, 1 of course slightly better. Each body, he said, was in its own shroud, which means that they had been carried to the banks of the river, and just those were not bodies which were being just shaken off or being thrown away. Now, whether they were COVID bodies or not, I asked him that specifically. He said that if it was a COVID body, it would have been in a different shroud, and of course, if it is found, if they had known, if they are people in the rural area, if they know what is COVID, or if they have been afflicted by corona. On the other hand, I talked to SP Balia. Balia is bordering Buxar. The river Ganga is in between, and the dead bodies, 50 of them, around 50 of them, were found in the Buxar district. Now, they had come, it has been established, that's what the DIG Azamgarh told me, who is in charge of Balia also. He said that they have figured it out. These bodies, these unclaimed, not unclaimed bodies, but again, bodies in shrouds, have come from Ghazipur, maybe from Banaras, which is again up the Ganga, and down the line also from Balia. So these are these bodies which have not been cremated. Now, as to why the bodies were not being cremated in Hamirpur, I asked this gentleman. So he said that there is a Panchak Nakshatra, maybe because of that, but otherwise, maybe because of paucity of wood, and also because of the number of people dying is far more, and maybe people couldn't afford it. Then again, there is this particular belief that you can in fact dispose of dead bodies in the Ganga or the Yamuna. I have grown up on the banks of Ganga, and I know that invariably every day when we used to go to the Ganga, within an hour you could definitely spot one or two dead bodies floating down. That was a regular thing. Now this seems to have overrun that particular kind of a thing. It's far more than that. And all these bodies definitely, if they can be rescued, should be given a proper burial, proper cremation, because they are being put in the river. It seems that they require a cremation. And as to the cause of the death, no post-mortem has taken place because they were already 4 or 5 days old. So therefore, they have been cremated as far as UP is concerned. Again, the Bihar police seems to be doing the same, but I have no confirmation from anybody in Bihar because I have not talked to Bihar. So this seems to be the essential story behind it. This is something to do with the number of people dying. It is exceeding the number of people who can be cremated, probably. That seems to be one reason. The other seems to be that there is a lot of ignorance too.
Yes, fear of infection. The fact that, there is so much of misinformation going around as well about what you can do, cannot do, the distance maintained, what should be done. And so perhaps for many, it's just the simpler way to do things, or may not be the right way to do things. Just to add to what you were saying, Mr. Banerjee, the Buxar DM has said that they did manage to carry out some postmortems, but the cause of death, they couldn't really find that out. It remains unknown. He seemed to indicate it's unlikely they are COVID-infected bodies, but I can't find any other explanation as to why then, such a large number of 70 of bodies, 71 dead bodies that turned up on the banks of the river in Buxar. If it is not because of the large number of deaths that may be taking place due to COVID. So that is the big concern here. And Sharad Pradhan, we'll have to, the governments and... Yes, go ahead, sir.
Tanvi, there is one more reason. You see, right now Ganga is low. It does not have sufficient water. So definitely if something is put in the river, the tendency for it to come to the shore is far greater than if the river is free flowing, if it has a lot of water.
Yes, fair enough. So, no, that is absolutely right. And to which, what you're saying is exactly what our reporter has also found, that obviously these bodies were not dumped in Buxar. They've come downstream from neighboring areas, perhaps from, as much of distance from Kanpur or Varanasi. And we're going to go across to our reporter as well to, just give us a consolidated picture on what he's learned from his conversations from local administrations in Ghazipur, which is also close by, and Buxar in Bihar, Ghazipur in Uttar Pradesh, in that zone itself, and what they have found so far. But Alok is on the phone line with me. Alok, what have you, managed to understand from various administration officials that you've spoken with? Help us connect the dots of what they know so far.
See, Tanvi, the situation in rural areas are very bad, first of all. And if you see the way that from where this river Ganga travels, if you see the journey that from Kanpur, from Allahabad, from Varanasi, then it goes to Balia, and then it reaches to Ghazipur, and then finally reaches to Buxar, and then goes to West Bengal. So this is the stream through which the river Ganga travels. What the administration says, definitely, because in Buxar falls in Bihar and Ghazipur falls in UP. So both the state administrations and district administrations are saying that the body has not belonging to their areas. And if you talk about Ghazipur especially, because in Ghazipur today the body was recovered and around 40 bodies have already been recovered so far. And they are saying that all these bodies are coming from Kanpur, Varanasi and Allahabad side. And in fact, the administration has already checked the nearby villages as well, and they assured us that no body was dumped from their villages, from their areas. So this is what the administrations are saying. Definitely the blame game and all that is going on. But let me tell you, Tanvi, the ground situation is that in all the rural areas, there are a lot of problems and no tests are happening in rural areas, especially in villages. And also the deaths are happening and nobody knows how to cremate the bodies. And in fact, in the panic, they are throwing the body. In fact, if you see that many things are not being reported from the villages as well. In fact, as the tests are happening, what the Uttar Pradesh government or the Bihar government is showing the figures that the health bulletin that comes, if you see the death figures are very less, that around 200 to 300. But if you go on the cremation ground, there you can find out that many deaths are happening. So definitely the figure, that mismatch is already going on. Government is trying to not to show the exact figure on the ground. And this perhaps is the reason that this kind of things are happening, because people are panicked. And definitely in the villages, the cremation, the arrangement for the cremation is not very well. In fact, the firewoods are not available in the villages as well. Many people are very poor that they cannot pay the money for the cremation. So all these perhaps is the reason that the bodies are being thrown in the river. Back to you.
Yes, well, whether it's being done more intentionally or whether they're just really bad at it. But if you look at the deaths being reported in Uttar Pradesh or Bihar, April 30th, 261 deaths were reported. May 10th, 327. In Bihar, as of May 10th, only 76 deaths have been reported. April 30th, 78 deaths were reported. I don't know if this really matches, Mr. Sharad Pradhan, with what's going on in the villages. There is no denying the fact that there is a more horrid story unfolding in rural India this time. Much of it we are not even able to bring out and report, and we are not even aware of.
I think what we have been seeing so far was only a tip of the iceberg as far as the rural areas are concerned. This is the first time that bodies floating in the Ganga have displayed what is actually going on in the villages of Uttar Pradesh. There is no reason to doubt that these bodies are not from UP. Obviously, when you float something from the upstream, it has to go down. And to go by this theory that because there is not enough water in the Ganga, that is why the bodies might have floated on the banks, sounds very ridiculous. Because even at this point of time, when the river is going as you move towards Bihar, the gradient of the riverbed is very, very gets sharper, with the result that the flow of water, despite the water being less, is pretty good and pretty strong. So there is this is illogical. The bodies are so many bodies coming there. It is very obvious. First of all, they are not routine bodies. Yes, there is no denying that bodies, as a matter of routine, are also floated around in the river, because people do not have the kind of resources that they need for the last rites. And at this point of time, during the COVID times, it is even worse, because people do not have money to buy wood or to go into the other paraphernalia of the last ritual. So that is the reason why more and more people tend to just dump their bodies in the Ganga River. And in any case, let me tell you, in Varanasi, there's the practice, an old practice, which everybody knows probably. They have a practice of leaving half-burnt bodies, letting them go into the river. This is a common practice there, which is very strange, but that happens. But none of these bodies were half-burnt or anything. That's the report that I got from Buxar. So obviously, there is reason to believe that they are all people who have died on account of this pandemic. And the kind of deaths that are occurring in the villages of particulars can be done in the state capital of Lucknow, where we have seen so many days together, how the figures circulated by the government were it was not just ordinary, the normal difference. If the official quote was 25 bodies in Lucknow, there were 150 bodies burning in one of the 4 cremation grounds, leave alone the graveyards. So there were occasions when 300 to 400 bodies were were being sent for funeral. 400 funerals being performed, but the official data showed 32. So do you know the enormity of the gap?
Well, wherever we've seen, Mr. Pradhan, wherever we've seen this data mismatch, including the example that you're giving of Lucknow and in other states as well, wherever this data mismatch has happened, it's actually almost half of, the reality. The official figures are almost half the reality. And I fear that doesn't even begin to capture the reality of rural India, of smaller towns and villages where this may be taking place. And that is then the big concern. Let me just bring in Abhishek Jha as well, because Abhishek Jha, wherever this is being done, it is now also Bihar's responsibility, because that is where these bodies are now turning up on river banks. Now, what is the plan of action? What will the state do?
The district administrator of Buxar has mentioned it very clearly that it seems that the bodies are coming from the state of Uttar Pradesh, whether it be Balia, whether it be Varanasi, or whether it be Allahabad. But it is just from the common sense that if we are going to dump anything or anybody in the banks of the river Ganga at Buxar, it will flow to some other place. So it is very clear from the common sense also that the bodies are coming from some other place. The SP has also mentioned the same fact, and they are taking out the bodies to carry out the cremation process on the cost of the government. Some bodies are being taken to the graveyards, and some bodies are being burned also. The I suppose 71 bodies postmortem has been carried out so that we can come to the conclusion that what has actually happened. These people were infected from COVID, or there is something else. And the officials of Bihar state are also talking to the officials of Uttar Pradesh also. The secretary of the Home Department of Bihar has talked to the secretary of Uttar Pradesh also, so that necessary actions could be taken and we can reach to a conclusion that what has actually happened. Whatever has happened, it is very ridiculous, and the pictures are such that it cannot be displayed in the media also. But we are just trying to find out the exact facts behind it. So the investigation is going on, and we think that we are going to come to any conclusion in some sort of time. But it is actually, we cannot just say that some people have dumped it because of shortage of money, but we do think that some people have done it purposefully, and we need to identify that who are the real culprits behind such incidents, such events.
Yes, in fact, what you have said, let me take this point across to Mr. Amit Puri. And again, Mr. Puri, I don't want, this is not politics या blame game कि उत्तर प्रदेश से ही आ रही हैं या नहीं आ रही हैं. ये हो रहा है, चाहे बिहार में भी हो रहा हो, मध्य प्रदेश में हो, उत्तर प्रदेश में हो. पॉइंट ये है कि अब इसका क्या करेंगी सरकार और लोकल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन और पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट. आपको ये बहुत कड़ा मैसेज भेजना होगा कि ये सही नहीं है, इसको रोकना है, चाहे वो वाराणसी में हो रहा है या कानपुर से हो रहा है या गाजीपुर से ही हो रहा है. अगर लोगों के पास पैसे नहीं है, लकड़ी नहीं है, या उनके मन में डर बैठा हुआ है कोविड का, जिस भी वजह से हो रहा है, लेकिन ये सिचुएशन इस देश में नहीं आ सकती कि ऐसे 50-100 बॉडीज नदियों में तैर रही हैं और गांव में और बैंक्स पे अभी हमें दिखाई दे रही हैं. ये नहीं हो सकता है हमारे देश में.
तानवी, मैंने आउटसेट में ही आपसे कहा था कि जो भी है, जो भी सिटीजन है, जो भी कहीं का है, वो सब हिंदुस्तानी है, यूपी के हैं या बिहार के हैं या कहां के हैं, ये तो मैटर ऑफ इन्वेस्टिगेशन में होगा. तो ये टेरिटोरियल राइट्स के ऊपर जो इन्वेस्टिगेशन का पुलिस प्रोसीजर है वो अपनी जगह पे चलेगा, लेकिन हम ये मान के चलते हैं कि सब हिंदुस्तानी है और वो है भी हिंदुस्तानी, और ये बहुत सीरियस अफेयर है. और इसलिए मेरे हिसाब से चाहे कहीं का भी घटना हो, इसको सीरियस लेकर रिवर साइड पेट्रोलिंग कराने की आवश्यकता बहुत सघनता के साथ है और उसको देखने की बात है. जहां तक ये कहा जा रहा है, मैं एक छोटी सी बात कर रहा हूं, मैं रिवर फ्लो का एक्सपर्ट नहीं हूं. शरद जी मेरे पुराने मित्र हैं, हम लोगों ने कई दिनों लखनऊ में साथ में काम किया है, तो मैं रिवर साइड फ्लो के बारे में, आप स्ट्रीम डाउन स्ट्रीम के फ्लो की एनालिसिस करने के लिए मैं एक्सपर्ट नहीं हूं. लेकिन मैं एक चीज जरूर कह रहा हूं, चाहे यूपी का मसला हो, चाहे बिहार का हो, चाहे एमपी का हो, कहीं भी हो, जो कोविड के पेशेंट्स हैं उनका एक सेट प्रोटोकॉल है डेड बॉडीज के डिस्पोजल का, और उसके अंदर गवर्नमेंट सारा खर्चा बियर कर रही है लाइट्स राइट्स का। इसलिए ये कहना कि खर्चे के कारण कोई रिवर साइड पे छोड़ गया था, नहीं छोड़ गया था, मैं इस थीसिस को बाय नहीं करता हूं। मैं इसको ना बोरो करता हूं, मैं इसको डिनाई करता हूं, मैं इसको बोरो नहीं करता, ना बाय करता हूं।
आप कह रहे हैं गवर्नमेंट सारी डेड बॉडीज के फाइनल राइट्स का खर्चा उठा रही है, पर जब गवर्नमेंट एक्नॉलेज ही नहीं कर रही है कि ये लोग कोविड की वजह से मर गए, तो उनका खर्चा कैसे उठाएगी?
देखिए, बहुत छोटी सी बात आपसे कह रहा हूं, वाइटल स्टैटिस्टिक्स के डाटा के अंदर जितनी भी डेथ्स हुई हैं उनके डेथ सर्टिफिकेट इश्यूज होते हैं, और कहीं वो आप कहें कि यह फिगर 24 दिखाई गई या 25, बरियल ग्राउंड हो चाहे क्रिमेशन ग्राउंड हो, वाइटल स्टैटिस्टिक्स के डाटा को आप हाइड नहीं कर सकते, आपको डेथ सर्टिफिकेट इश्यू करना है। और जो कोविड की डेथ्स हुई हैं वो सारी की सारी हॉस्पिटलाइज डेथ है, या रेजिडेंशियल के अंदर अगर कोई कोविड पेशेंट अपना होम आइसोलेशन में ट्रीटमेंट ले रहा था तब भी डेथ सर्टिफिकेट के अंदर कोविड की रिपोर्ट के साथ है। तो ये डाटा हाइड करने का नहीं है। अब पॉलिटिकल वन-अपमेंटशिप के लिए कोई कुछ भी कहना चाहे, ही इज फ्री टू से। और जितनी कोविड डेथ्स हैं सबके अंदर लास्ट नाइट का खर्चा चाहे यूपी हो चाहे
Okay,
बिहार।
I want to go across to Dr. Ved Prakash before I bring in Sharad Pradhan on this point. But Dr. Ved Prakash, I wanted to check with you. What is the health hazard that we are looking at? Not only because these may be COVID bodies that have now, come downstream, which was actually also a question that was asked to the government in the last briefing and to the ICMR in the last briefing, and they said that the impact gets diluted once they have been through the in water. But can you help our viewers understand this, because wherever these bodies are being found now in the river, floating in the river, the locals are panicking a lot.
Yeah, Tanvi, definitely there is a protocol for the all the bodies of COVID disease to be disposed with the protocols. So we have the protocols with us, but simultaneously the issue that is coming up, like the bodies are found floating, is the serious issue, I think, and I think this is happening at the village level, where the facilities and the protocols are not followed there, and the people are so much worried to touch or to cremate these bodies. So it is happening somewhere like in rural areas, anywhere. This is not the topic of I think that where is the territorial issues that can be handled separately. But as far as this is happening, so this may be the hazardous for the spread or and other issues also. So we have to take care of it, and we should address these issues with the more caution, and with the the emotions also involved there. So all issues to be addressed by the people, by the governments. So we should be taking care of these bodies as per the protocols laid down by the ICMR and the other agencies. Tanvi.
So there is a possibility. So for example, where they then appear downstream at the river bank in that area where there are locals, is there still a possibility that these bodies could be spreading infection, and so we have to be extra alert in terms of following COVID protocols even there?
Follow the COVID protocols, and we cannot leave these bodies floating, and this is not the right practice at all. So we have to be cautious, and this message should be spreaded, and they should be aware about the hazards of such disposals. So we have to be cautious.
Yes, and there have been a couple of comments which have emerged. For example, in one of the cases, the DM of that place said that, well, we have, it doesn't look like they were COVID patients because they were draped in traditional manner and nobody was wrapped, in terms of the COVID protocol. But Mr. Sharad Pradhan, that would be very presumptuous. You can't expect people in villages to even know what COVID protocol is to be followed. There are no official authorities present there to even guide them through it unless the patient has actually died in a hospital.
What the DM has said only speaks of his gross ignorance and his complete failure to understand the ground reality. He's oblivious of what is happening. So, fact of the matter is that and I appreciate what Amit Puri said, but the fact is that what he's missing out on point, that these bodies, as also what the DM said about the bodies being wrapped, what Amit Puri has missed out is that they are not people who have a certificate of COVID testing because no tests have been done. In the rural areas, tests are a luxury. It is very rare to find testing facility in most of the rural areas. Even at the PHC level, you don't find in most of the places in Uttar Pradesh. It is a harsh reality. But in order to cover it up, they keep on floating these kind of stories. That every day you will find a press release saying that so many tests should be done. Every day you will find which itself speaks of the level of alertness that the government is observing. Every day the press note coming from the government is the same press note with here and there a few changes, and every day there is some direction of the chief minister saying that this should be done. This should be done. You never come across a press note which says this has been done, which itself speaks of the laughable manner in which the government is carrying out this whole business. The kind of bodies, somebody mentioned about the bodies not being, could be spreading the infection. I have a question, Tanvi, from Dr. Ved Prakash, if he could answer for the common benefit of people, whether it is possible for the virus to be still existing even after the person dies, when the cells of the body die. Does the virus continue? Can it still create havoc as it does? That's the point. If that is the case, then of course 100 bodies floating in the river could be very, very hazardous.
Yes, that is that is the other concern. And maybe yes, go ahead, please.
Saradji, you have rightly said. The viral load, some viruses is still there in the bodies, and there may be spread, especially when floating in the river water. So that may be very much hazardous. In the the stray dogs are also there, and other I think who is handling it and how they are handling. This is the question I am able to answer, that what is exactly happening there. But this may be infectious. That may spread infection. Yeah, that I can say.
Yes, and no, that is something, and before I go to Abhishek, that is something, Amit Puri, that we have to find out. And it can't be a procedural investigation करेंगे, पहले jurisdiction देख लेते हैं, उसके बाद investigate करेंगे कि क्या हुआ. ये एक बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है, एंड क्लियरली ये एक एरिया में तो हमने 150 बॉडीज या 200 बॉडीज साथ में नहीं डंप करी है, अलग अलग जगह से हुआ है जो गंगा रिवर में डाली गई हैं या यमुना में डाली गई हैं. तो इसको तो हमें वॉर फुटिंग में लेके लोगों को समझाना पड़ेगा और गाँव में जाके टीम्स वहाँ सेटअप करनी पड़ेंगी. सिर्फ रिवर पेट्रोलिंग नहीं, उसके आगे इसको ले जाना पड़ेगा अभी इमीडिएटली.
तानवी, मैं कुछ ऐड करूं इसमें? हेलो
जी,
हेलो. हाँ तानवीर, दो चीजें मैं ऐड करना चाहता हूँ।
हाँ
आज
जी।
ही वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की टीम यूपी के अंदर थी और यूपी के रूरल एरियाज के अंदर कोविड कंट्रोल और कोविड मैनेजमेंट को लेकर जो स्टेप्स यूपी गवर्नमेंट ने लिए उस सारे स्टेप्स के उन्होंने स्क्रूटनाइज किया और स्क्रूटनाइज करने के बाद उसमें उन्होंने कोई लेचेस नहीं पाई। ये वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की टीम आज ही यूपी के अंदर थी, नंबर 1। नंबर 2, ये कहा जा रहा है कि ये गांव में टेस्टिंग नहीं हो रही है साहब, इसलिए ये कोविड के थे नहीं थे, इसलिए कोविड प्रोटोकॉल में इनकी बॉडी नहीं थी। ये अरे भाई, हम अभी जानते नहीं कि वो कोविड में थे कि कोविड में नहीं थे, कोविड का टेस्ट हुआ था कि नहीं हुआ था। अब कंजक्चर्स को अगर हम 2 कंजक्चर जोड़ करके एक राय बनाना चाहे,
मिस्टर अमित पुरी, और क्या कारण हो सकता है कि इतने ज्यादा लोग मर रहे हैं? 2021 में मई के समय में जब पूरे देश में सेकेंड वेव चल रही है इस महामारी की, आपको क्या लगता है और क्या कारण हो सकता है कि हमें 100 बॉडीज एक साथ मिल रही हैं ऐसे रिवर में?
मैंने आपके हाइपोथेसिस के एक अंक को बाय किया, लेकिन मैं दूसरी चीज भी आपसे कह रहा हूं। जो डाटा आज की तारीख में, जिस दिन हम डिबेट कर रहे हैं, यूपी के अंदर पॉजिटिविटी रेट घटा है, यूपी में मॉर्टेलिटी रेट घटा है। इवन देन अगर ये कोविड के थे या नहीं थे, ये मैटर इन्वेस्टिगेट होगा, ये पोस्टमार्टम होगा, इसका डीएनए होगा, कहां के थे कहां के नहीं थे। हम कंजक्शन ड्रॉ करके 2 कंजक्शन को एड ऑन करके एक ट्रुथ या पोस्ट ट्रुथ नहीं ड्रॉ कर सकते।
जी जी, तो पहली बात तो ना मैटर ऑफ इन्वेस्टिगेशन का होना चाहिए। उत्तर प्रदेश का डेटा, उस पे एक इन्वेस्टिगेशन कर लीजिए, वो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है। ये जो है ये सच्चाई दिखा रही है। जो क्रेमेटोरियम्स और बरियल ग्राउंड्स और हॉस्पिटल की रिपोर्ट्स और सोशल मीडिया पे लोगों की मांग और प्लीज एंड डेस्परेट अर्जेस, जो न्यूज रिपोर्ट्स और जो अब नदियों में डेड बॉडीज मिलने लगी हैं, ये है सच्चाई। इन्वेस्टिगेशन होना चाहिए आपके डेटा का, जो आपकी गवर्नमेंट हमें दे रही है कि इतना ही है, सब कंट्रोल में, पॉजिटिविटी रेट भी बहुत अच्छा हो गया है, कम आ गया है, डेथ्स भी कम हो गई हैं, केसेस भी कम हो गए, टेस्टिंग तो हाईएस्ट लेवल पे चल रही है। गांव-गांव में जाके हम टेस्टिंग कर रहे हैं, 2-2 मोबाइल वैन्स लगा रखी है हमने, डिस्ट्रिक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन खुद जाके वहां पे टेस्टिंग करवा रहा है। हर एक गाँव में 50,000 लोग लगे सिर्फ यही काम करने के लिए। दैट इज व्हाट इट हैज कम डाउन टू in terms of claims. The reality is for everybody to see. कितनी भी कोशिश कर ले, सच्चाई जैसे आपने कहा, सच्चाई वो भी इस तरह की सच्चाई छुप नहीं सकती। I am completely out of time. I am going to thank our panelists tonight. But think about this, viewers. Think about this as a now growing trend, a phenomena, where in multiple places downstream from that same river and in another river, dead bodies are just washing up onto the banks, where locals are saying, well, earlier a couple of maybe spotted because that was the ritual. Now there are more than dozen. The Buxar authorities are looking at postmortem of 71 bodies. That's what has happened. How can, in a country like ours, how can we be so normal, calm about this kind of a situation? How are alarm bells not ringing in the power corridors in the central government, in Uttar Pradesh, in Bihar, in wherever else these reports are coming up from? How can we be okay that whether it's out of fear, out of ignorance, out of lack of money, out of nobody claiming these bodies, for whatever be the reason, how can we be okay that bodies in such large numbers are just being dumped and are simply floating around in our country? Think about it. Thank you for joining us.